Peace and blessings. Welcome, beautiful and sacred souls. I am Queen Leia of Beautiful and Sacred Things, the growing global community of women who are accessing inspiration, wisdom, and transformation to live the lives that we are born to live, to become the women that we are born to be. I call it our divine feminine journey. Let me tell you, this has been a transformational year, and 2016 is not even over yet. I don't know what your experience has been, yet I have been led and inspired to share with you some of the wisdom of the journey of 2016. Whether you are watching right now in the present moment, or whether you will watch this video at a later time, I am prayerfully trusting that the message that I'm bringing for you will be uplifting, that it will be motivating, and that it will be edifying and serve you in your journey of becoming all of who you are born to be, the woman who you are born to be. Now, this series is entitled The Power of Healing. The power of healing. And in this series, I will be giving several talks and stories about what I have learned about healing, what healing is, what is the process, and what are the elements of healing. Well, let's start with the definition. To heal is to make well, to make whole. And as we know from many sacred scriptures, healing is a process in which we have to take an active participation in. Certainly God, the creator, mother, father, source, can do anything. Yet it is necessary that we show up and declare our desire to be healed, to be made whole. We have to take an active part in the process. And so for me, there have been several milestone moments in my journey of this calendar year, and certainly some of the precipitating events leading up until this year, in which I find myself arriving in December with such greater clarity, confidence, awareness, understanding, appreciation, and all right gratitude, all out and all right gratitude for the beauty and the joy and the presence and the purpose and the power in which God is showing up and showing out in my life. So today we are going to begin with segment one. Segment one, as we talk about the power of healing, is the power of enough. Okay? The power of enough. That is one of the elements of healing. If you want your healing, if you want to experience a life where you are feeling whole, complete, at peace, without drama, with clarity, with all of the experiences that you have gone through in life, integrated, coming out on the other side of trauma, disappointment, betrayal, hurt, and pain, with a wise understanding of why those things have happened in your life, and knowing that even though those circumstances have happened, that you are complete and that you are worthy and that you are valuable and that you are divinely made. The power of enough is an essential thing that we have an understanding of. So we will begin here. If you will say with me this mantra, this affirmation, and it is this: I am enough. I'll say it again. I am enough. And I welcome you to say it with me. I am enough. How powerful is that? How absolutely powerful is that truth that you are enough, exactly as you are, not needing to change, not needing anything to improve, not needing to remake yourself or to be made over in your view or in your eyes of what better is, but knowing that as you were created by God, the source and supply, you are enough. You are perfectly and wonderfully made. You are perfectly formed. To accept that I am enough is to know that the divine power, the higher power, the God power that is the maker of all things is inside of you, and that you were created for a time and a space that is now to show up as all of who you are. You must not dim your light. You must not pretend to be anything other than you are. You must not apologize. You must not negotiate who you are. It is absolutely imperative that in your enoughness, that in all of who you are, in the completion of how God made you, that you show up, that you shine, and that you show out because you have something valuable to contribute to life. That is the beauty and that is the perfection of the power of enough. Enough means everything is complete and it is the required amount. In other words, nothing else need be added because it is done. Now, on the other side of this double-sided coin of enough is an experience that we could call the negative or the dark side or the unenlightened side of enough. And that is the experience that we sometimes encounter on this journey of feeling that we are not enough, that we need to somehow complete or fill the holes of emptiness that we feel inside of ourselves because we haven't accepted the truth or we don't know the truth that we are enough. When we do not know that we are enough, we will find things outside of ourselves. We will go seeking relationships. We will go seeking substances. We will go seeking encounters. We will go seeking answers beyond ourselves in order to find the peace, the resolution, the joy, the sense of completion, the sense of wholeness that we utterly desire. And it is in this seeking outside of ourselves, instead of looking for the truth that is within us, that we will go creating dramas. Those dramas may show up as relationships. They may show up as work experiences. It may show up as in things that we create that are not in our best interest. They may show up as addictions and habits. But the truth, beautiful and sacred soul, is that you are enough as you are, and it is that simple. It is that simple. In the perfect wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, in the perfect mystery, in the perfect workings of God, you have been made exactly as you should be. You don't need better clothes. You don't need a different hairstyle. You don't need a relationship. You don't need a man. You don't need another degree even. You don't need those things because you are enough. I want to encourage you now in this year as we transition into a new year to look within and to begin to identify what are the limiting beliefs that you have. What are the patterns of insecurity that you have been repeating in your journey of life? I'll get personal for a moment. For me, for more than several decades, for many decades, I have repeated, though I have addressed it and though I have been aware of it, but I have repeated a pattern of insecure belief and insecure thinking, flawed thinking, faulty thinking that I was not good enough, that somehow I needed to be different, that somehow I needed to be better looking, that I needed to have a different appearance in order to be valued and in order to be perceived as worthy by other people. And it is that flawed thinking, it is those limiting beliefs that have continuously gotten in my way and been stumbling blocks that have hindered my ability to live my greatest life. But when I began to see it squarely, when I began to look myself squarely in my eyes and began to acknowledge that those were the thoughts that I was actually thinking, even as disappointing as they were for me to acknowledge to myself. But when I told myself the truth, when I confessed it to God and to myself, there became the space, the room, and the opportunity for me to utterly surrender those beliefs unto God and to say, God, I am ready to believe a new thing. I am ready to see myself as you see me. God, give me eyes to see myself the way you see me. Give me eyes to see myself the way you see me. Imagine that happening for you. Imagine how beautiful, how glorious, how brilliant, how perfectly formed, how purposeful, how magnetic, how attractive, how rich, wealthy, prosperous, how loving you must be to see yourself in God's eyes. So now, beautiful and sacred soul, is the time for you to step into the power of enough. Enough is enough. In the negative side, enough is enough. Enough is enough in terms of the limiting beliefs. Enough is enough in the terms of your thinking that you are not good enough, worthy enough, valuable enough. Enough is enough in terms of you thinking that you have to be anyone other than who you truly are. It is time now for you to step into the power of I am enough, because you are. So thank you for being here. If this message has been a blessing unto your spirit, I welcome you to post. You may share your comments, you may share your questions, and absolutely you may feel free to share this video with others. I also want to invite you that moving into 2017, I have a very special opportunity to invite you to join me in a healing retreat that I will be hosting in the beautiful, magical, mystical, wonderful, cultural, and musical country of Jamaica. It is the Jamaica Healing Retreat happening in 2017. If this is something that you'd like to receive more information about, it is a retreat for women who are ready to step into their greatness and become the women who you are born to be, the woman you are born to be. I invite you also to inbox me your name and your email address, and as I continue to make progress to develop this wonderful and exciting healing opportunity that will be led by a powerhouse team of magnetic, purposeful, and wonderful women who know who they are and whose they are, I would love to have you with us in Jamaica in 2017. I am Queen Leia of Beautiful and Sacred Things. You may connect with me on my Facebook page, which is Beautiful and Sacred Things. And I look forward to coming to you soon and very soon with another sharing in the series of The Power of Healing. I love you. Take care.